Hey guys, it's me Amber and I'm super excited to be starting this channel. I've been working on it for a while and I'm going to be calling it MOTD, which stands for Makeup of the Day, but for me also stands for Mom of Two Daughters. So this is Alexandria, Alexa,
Hi,
and
Alexa.
and she's 2 years old. This is Aubriana, Aubrey, and she's 4 years old.
Hi.
So I'm also a army wife, a licensed nurse, and a licensed cosmetologist, as well as a makeup artist. And I get asked about my makeup a lot, and I just thought that it would be neat to start a channel. And then I also thought, maybe my channel could be a little more relatable for women who are like me, who are mothers, who are busy, who cannot put their makeup on in peace and quiet for hours. So yeah, if you guys have any specific requests about looks that you would like to see, hair or makeup, just leave it in the comments and I'll be happy to do it. Please subscribe, please share, and thanks for watching. So I'm starting with the NYX Honey Do Me Up as a primer. I'm just applying that all over. I'm going in with MAC Studio Fix Fluid and NC15. And I started with a Silisponge but decided to switch to my Real Techniques blender, and I used Evian mineral water to dampen that blender. So this is MAC Micro Eyebrow Pencil and Brunette, and I'm doing a pretty bold eyebrow look here. So as you can see, I'm really thickening it up and I'm kind of adjusting my arch. Okay, and this is my MAC 266 brush and NYX Tame Frame Brow Pomade in Chocolate. And as you can see, I'm using small hair-like strokes. I'm filling them in darker towards the tail of the eyebrow and lighter towards the front. You see me kind of flicking my wrist there. That's creating those small hair lines. So it looks like I have hair where I don't. And that's a great dupe for dip brow, the NYX Tame Frame. So here is a clean spoolie, and I'm using it to blend and also to kind of comb up the 3 eyebrow hairs I have left. Early 2000s, I plucked them all out. They did not grow back. So here is the MAC Studio Finish Concealer in NC15. It's a very creamy concealer, and I'm actually using a small angled lip brush to apply that, and I'm sharpening up the lines of my eyebrow here. Now this makes a huge difference with the overall look of the makeup. Just make sure that you blend out that top highlight, and that's a Robert Jones number 13 brush, and then obviously the Real Techniques sponge that I used to kind of blend it out. Again, I'm repeating the process on the other side, carving out the eyebrows and then blending them. You see my children in the background. Every time I pause, it's because they needed a snack or something. And this is my Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. I love this palette. I'm going to start with Desert Sand right below my brow. I'm still using that number 13 brush. And then I'm going to go in with a Wet n Wild crease brush. Those are cheap, but they're great. And I'm using the color Amber. And I'm going to apply that over most of my lid. This is obviously like a reddish orange and amber color. And I just feel like it looks like a very nice fall look. So that's the color that I kind of want to pop. And guys, it's really not easy to apply your makeup and look at a camera. I have a whole new respect for vloggers. Video editing is also very hard. So if you notice a few mistakes, sorry, I'm not fixing them. It's too hard. So I'm going back in with the color Ode, which is the deepest color in the palette, and I'm also applying it to my lower lash line. As you can see, I'm applying it deeper, further down into my crease with the same blending brush. And this is Blood Moon. It's a shimmery orange. I'm applying it with a small flat brush to the inner corner of my lower lash line. And this is MAC Extra Dimension Skin Finish in Oh Darling. It's absolutely my favorite highlighter. I'm using it there at the end of my brows and also in the inner corners of my eyes. Okay, and this is MAC Painterly Paint Pot. And I'm going to apply this just slightly above my crease and almost to the outer corner of my eye. And this is going to be basically the base of where I apply my glitter. And the reason for applying it is to lighten that area back up so that when I apply the glitter, it doesn't look muddy. It looks nice and clean. So this is Honey Do Me Up again, and that's matte glitter in Rich Gold. And that's a flat brush, just a regular flat brush. And I like to use the Honey Do Me Up as a glitter primer because it's not sticky at all. Sometimes I do have to layer it on a little bit more, but it's worth it because it's not sticky like most glitter primers are. And so I'm taking the flat brush and I'm patting it into some of the Do Me Up, and then I'm taking it and dipping it into the MAC glitter and patting that on top. And I don't go into a real ton of detail on this video. I wanted to do kind of a start to finish fall makeup look for this first video. And then the next videos that I post, I will do shorter, much more concentrated on one area videos, like a video just about brows, just about lashes, just about eyeshadow, and whatever you guys want. So this is NYX ink liner in black. And I start at the very outer corner of my eye, and I draw pretty much a straight line. I like my wings big, so I draw them almost to the tail of my eyebrow, just a little bit short of that. And then I take the pen and I move it back towards the towards my eye, and I just kind of connect small strokes like that till I get to the inner corner of my eye. And this is harder than it looks. Some days it's a struggle. This is MAC Modern Twist Kajal eyeliner in Squid, and I'm using it to line my upper waterline. And I'm using NYX Wonder Pencil, which is like a nude pencil, to rim the lower waterline. And this is great for making your eyes look bigger and for making you look more awake and alert. So that is my lip plumper. It's called Hot Lips, and I just kind of leave it on there for 3 minutes and it plumps your lips up. And that is MAC Bad and Bold Lash in Bad Black. And I love this mascara because, as you can see, it has like a small brush for your lower lashes and then a regular size brush for your upper lashes. And I don't have a lot of eyelashes. I'm really just applying this to make sure they blend well with my false lashes that I'll be putting on later. Okay, and I'm going back with the concealer and the lip brush just to sharpen up that eyeliner line. Okay, so this is the Real Techniques sponge and the Studio Finish. I'm going to put that all over now. And this is a really, really light color. It's very pale because I'm very fair-skinned, and almost everything oxidizes on me. So it looks really, really pale right now, but when it dries to the correct color. So that's a tip for if you are buying foundation. So you should swatch it and then go look at other things, let it dry, and then look at the shade it is dry. Okay, so this is NYX Dark Circle Corrector in light, and it's like a peachy tone to color correct the dark circles. So I'm applying that there. And then this is Custom FX Custom Cover Drops in NC10, which is a super light shade. And that's the Pro Longwear Concealer by MAC. And the reason that I applied the custom drops is because I want to highlight that area without using shimmer. I want to highlight the area to kind of bring it forward, but shimmer accentuates any texture that might be there. So does powder. So I also will not be applying any powder there. But yeah, and then I use the concealer on top just to kind of blend it back to my foundation. And there I'm using my MAC 217 brush to touch up my eyeshadow on my lower lid. And if you notice when I use the blender, I use small patting motions, a small stipling motion. You don't want to drag it too hard across your face or rub it around. You just want to pat it lightly, until everything blends. Okay, so I'm going back in with the FX drops to do the same thing at the outer corners of my mouth. I want to highlight them, but I do not want to accentuate any texture that is there. Okay, and now I'm going back with a very thin layer of the Studio Finish again, just to blend everything together. And I overdraw my eyeshadow because I like to pretend my eyes are bigger than they are. And so I have to take a clean blending brush, that's what I was doing there, and kind of blend where my eyes end and my nose begins. So that is an angled bronzing brush, and that is MAC Studio Finish Pressed Powder in C8. And I'm going to do a pretty noticeable contour, and then I'm going back and blending it with a MAC 135 large brush, and that's, again, just to kind of blend it out. And I like to use the pressed powder instead of a contour kit because, again, I'm very, very fair-skinned, and I feel like all the contour kits look almost gray on me because I'm so fair, and I prefer the warmth of this powder. Again, just take my blender to kind of clean up the lines and also fade it out a little bit. And this is MAC Sheer Tones Blush in Peach. It's just a regular blush brush. It's a really great blush. I feel like the shade matches almost anyone and almost any look. I'm going to apply that to the apples of my cheeks and then out towards the outer part of my face. And also blend it just a little bit down into your contour. Okay, and back with the extra Demension Skin Finish in Oh Darling. I'm going to apply it to my Cupid's bow and upper lip, just a dab to my chin, tip of my nose, bridge of my nose, and also to the middle of my forehead. And kind of blend it out just a little bit, the side of my blender. And now here's where it gets fun. So I really, really love to have just absolutely blinding cheekbones. And this is why this is my favorite highlighter. I mean, look at that. It is so pretty. You just watch the glow build. Okay, so this is NYX Soft Lip Matte Cream in Abu Dhabi, I believe is how it's pronounced, number 09. And I'm really loving this formula because it's soft, creamy, and matte. And I feel like it's a really good neutral. It matches almost any eye look. I'm just going to apply that all over. And then I'm going to also use the same formula, but a different color. This color is London. It's one shade lighter. And I'm going to apply that to the middle of my lips to make them pop a little bit more. So this is a Neutrogena makeup removing wipe, and I'm using it to get the foundation and powder out of my hairline. Those are my World Beauty lashes. I love these lashes. They are silk and 3D effect, and they're just great. And that was Duo Strip Lash Adhesive in dark. So I'm going to apply it all over the lash band and then give it a second to dry. And there are tools for applying eyelashes, but I think fingernails work the best, or even fingers. So you want to apply it as close to the lash line as possible without it being on the lashes. And you want to apply it when the glue is still tacky, but where you can still move it around some. And here's mom life right here. This is mom life. Holding a 2-year-old while applying my eyelashes and hoping my 4-year-old doesn't knock my makeup off my vanity. It's been about 40 minutes now into the video, and they're just getting really antsy. So again, I'm applying the lash on the left eye as best I can with one hand. And this is MAC's Prep and Prime Fix Plus spray. I'm using it as a setting spray. They're arguing in the background. And now I'm going to just run my fingers through the curls I made with the wand earlier to break them up and make them look more wavy. And everyone kind of does this slow motion glamour thing at the end of their videos, so I guess I will too. Like, why not, right? Gotta be a little extra. And there is my beautiful daughter coming to join me. Thanks for watching, guys.